Benjamin, talk to me about some of the exciting products that you are showcasing at Electra this year.
Right. Well, Beckhoff is well known as a manufacturer of automation architecture products. So we're doing control systems. Especially for this year Electra Mining Show, we are showing our products for the hazardous area range. So we're showing how to integrate barrier-free sensors, field devices in hazardous locations of zone 0 and 1 into our well-known architecture to make it as seamless as possible for our customers to integrate modern ways of automating their mines.
Okay, tell me how this is pertinent specifically to the mining industry.
Well, especially mining and looking for the local South African market, there's so much potential in making mines more efficient in terms of production by grabbing the right data, using them to analyze what happens and to be more precise in the drilling and in the production of the material. So we want to show how easy it can be to get the data, to transmit the data into the central control rooms, into data centers, to analyze them and make the right decisions for the further process of drilling and production of the site.
So this fits into the whole field of automation, digitization, right. Industry 4.0.
Exactly.
How is the mining industry embracing this new technology in your opinion?
Well, embracing in terms of that there's so much potential. There's, well, I really see that there's a chance to make a difference. We saw that already in different markets related to process industry worldwide. And we saw that different countries, especially those who are related to mining operations, did have success using modern ways to digitalize their mines and become more efficient. So that's how I would say there's such a huge potential over here that it really makes sense to go this next step. And we want to underline how easy that can be. Because, well, if you're concentrating on your process and you're operating your mine, you're always a little scared of using new technology to change something. Well, you don't want to have downtime. You want to make sure that everything works smooth, that the integration is seamless. So we really want to show over here at the booth how easy that can be.
And is that how you can give comfort to the mining operations? Partner with Beckhoff and we'll make it easy for you to transition into this new era of automation.
Right, especially the way the company set it up. So we're doing local sales, we have our own subsidiaries worldwide, we have a great team over here in South Africa, so customers can be sure that we will ensure them to have proper support, to help them with the application, to explain them how to use it, so there's no they don't have to be feared that there will be any issues in transmitting those new technologies into their operations.
Okay, and in a few key points, what are the benefits of partnering with Beckhoff?
Well, the main benefits are the people. So we have well-educated people. We have them they are on board with Beckhoff for years and decades, so they really know the products. They know what they're talking about. On the technical side, we are underlining the open architecture. We don't want to make the customer getting stuck with Beckhoff components. We just want to offer the best opportunity on the market. So that's why all the interfaces are open. We standardize them, so customers are using them worldwide. They're in different country standards already established, so customers can be sure that when they use a Beckhoff technology, that will work for a long period of time, whether they use it for greenfield or brownfield plants. It's just straightforward. And
have you got a lot of successful applications in the mining industry?
Well, yes, we will talk about that. We have a lot of different applications already done, whether it was a brownfield plants where customers just wanted to upgrade their plants and probably increase the efficiency and add the accuracy and more quality on the data measurement. And beside that, we also did greenfield plants where customers just said, well, let's give it a try, let's do it properly with Beckhoff architecture and see how that really improves the way of mining.
Okay, brilliant. Benjamin, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Kenneth, I've spoken to Benjamin about some of the products on your stand. Tell me why Beckhoff sees value in exhibiting and attending Electra.
Electra Mining for us is the most important exhibition of the year. It happens once every 2 years, and in between we also do other exhibitions. But Electra Mining has evolved over the years, and it is very much focused on what we would say the process industry. So mining, of course, falls into process, but so does chemical plants, petrochemical plants, paper and pulp, wood industries, even food and beverage to an extent falls under the process. And so we noticed that some of our customers are even exhibiting here, which is great, but many new potential customers come through this hall. Now, specifically this hall, the soft launch this year of the automation hall has begun. And in 2020, 2 years' time, this whole 7 will be exclusively industrial automation companies like Beckhoff. And so that for us is great, because it means there's an attraction where you are going to find similar companies which will attract, of course, the exact type of visitor that we require. At the moment, there's the odd percentage of visitor that is perhaps not relevant to us, but the large majority we've noticed between yesterday and today so far have really been relevant, and we're excited about that.
Oh, that's super for Beckhoff, hey?
It is absolutely.
Kenneth, so we know about the products. Benjamin's talked me through that.
Yes.
Tell me why it's relevant, why it's so good for the South African and African markets.
There are many reasons. It's not so easy to summarize. One of the best reasons that it's good is because you will not find a better price to performance ratio product on the market. And we can boldly say that because it's easy to prove. Beckhoff stands alone and stands apart compared to any other industrial automation controller for many reasons, from the modular software approach through to the very open architecture. It's PC-based architecture, which gives you exceptional power, through to Beckhoff's long-term partnerships with big companies like Intel and Microsoft. And so as a combined product, you have a seamless integration. That's why we even show on our banner here, from zone 0, a hazardous zone, straight through into the cloud with IoT, and it's all connected in one system with an exceptionally powerful controller in the middle, up to visualization, very, very easy, even integrating safety, and all on a piece of DIN rail, which is exceptionally compact, very, very powerful, and like Benjamin mentioned, completely open. So we adhere to all the industry standards, the IEC standards. If you want to program in C or C++, as many of the young engineers coming out of varsity today do, it's no problem. You program the PLC in that. If you have a more experienced, mature programmer who loves ladder or any of the old IEC 61131.3 languages, they can do that, and they can mix and match seamlessly. If you require safety and a safety PLC up to SIL 3, which is 95% of the applications, this is no problem. It's completely integrated, and you could even do the safety across the EtherCAT network. They call that FSOE, Functional Safety over EtherCAT, and it maintains the full safety legislation standard. So very exciting.
So you're marketing to the new upcoming engineers and mining industry, and as well as the older generation. You talk to anybody?
Correct, the complete portfolio.
Fantastic,
yes.
Okay. Kenneth, what is the opportunity with Beckhoff in the South African market for what you're doing?
We have incredible opportunities. So I used to work for a company that held the agency for Beckhoff prior to 2006, and in 2006 we opened this wholly owned subsidiary. So we are relatively young in the market. We're 12 years in the South African market now. And if we look at our market penetration, we have incredible market share gained already in these short years, and it is growing. So for us, there are so many opportunities and applications where people are realizing the benefit to themselves of utilizing a system that is so powerful and so open and so easy to use, and that for us is very exciting.
And do you find the mining industry is embracing what you have to offer?
More and more now. In the beginning they were a little bit wary, because Beckhoff is a company that is an innovator.
Right.
We have a high percentage of engineers that work within Beckhoff. We do a lot of R&D. We develop our own products all in-house, manufactured in-house in Germany. All our factories are in Germany. And so we are now the largest privately owned industrial automation company in Germany.
Gosh, eh?
Which is impressive.
Wow.
We're really proud of that. So we have this deep technical know-how that we can utilize. And what has happened over time is that people have gone from the early days of well, what is Beckhoff? To now saying, wow, we see you guys all over. The brand is becoming accepted. It is recognized. It is recognized as a high quality brand, as a leader in technology. The other nice thing that's happening is many people grow up in the automation environment, and they never know where did some of the technologies that they're completely used to using, that they're comfortable using, where did they come from? And they don't even know. Many of those were invented by Beckhoff. Like, for example, in 1995, this concept of remote digital I/O and analog I/O, which is granular, it's flexible. You add on on as you need. You mix and match freely, unrestricted signal mix. And these are concepts that everybody has today. But Beckhoff pioneered it. And so same with EtherCAT. 2003, EtherCAT was launched to the world. It is today by far the world's largest industrial Ethernet organization. Beckhoff's intimately involved with the OPC Foundation. And so OPC UA is recognized as the protocol standard for Industry 4.0 and for IoT. And Beckhoff is intimately involved in shaping how this communication will look in the future. In fact, it's a Beckhoff senior engineer that is the European Vice President of the OPC Foundation.
Gosh, really?
So yeah, very impressive. So it's not only our own products that we create, but we're also involved in the peripheries.
Okay, so you've got this amazing company, amazing technologies, amazing things that you can do for the mining industry. What is the strategic drive for Beckhoff moving forward into 2019 and even beyond that?
So what we are finding with some of the big mining companies, and I don't want to mention names, but we are having incredibly strategic discussions at very high levels now. And this has taken some time to get to, but we're excited because just last month we were sitting brainstorming with the absolute top engineers of a mining group, and they were only talking about how to integrate Beckhoff technology into their mines because they have seen and understand the potential. Of course, the investment in mining is very huge, and the fact that with Beckhoff you can do a step-by-step approach. You don't have to do a complete system turnaround. You can add it on.
Doing that.
Exactly. So you can add it on a bit by bit as you need. You can bring things online almost in parallel if you need to, and it's a very seamless approach, and it's a well-integrated approach, and they are seeing these benefits. And so for us, the mining market is now at a stage where they realize smart mining, as they call it, or digital mining, same thing. It's all using IoT, Industry 4.0 focus. Smart mining is the only way to be sustainable. It is no longer a question of should we stay manual, should we do this, should we do that. It's clearly a question of if we want to survive, we have to automate, and we need technology that gives us the power to do what we have to do.
And that's your message for the mining industry.
That's the message, yes.
Brilliant. Kenneth, thanks so much. I can't wait to see Beckhoff fully integrated into the mining industry.
Me too. It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much.